First off, always a hats off to our competitors, Arizona, who's certainly working their way and battling through the pack, gave us a run for our money, and it's a good team. Clearly, they handled us the first time we were there, but it's nice to see our players not just respond to this team, but respond to a tough loss Friday night. So just super proud of our athletes, our team, and especially these two right here who are leading the charge.
So Alfee, just starting off, I know Arizona managed to limit Anna and Iman to a lower hitting percentage today. What do you think allowed them to do that?
Those two, they're producing big numbers. They've been producing big numbers for us a lot through the last few matches. So, of course, teams are going to clue in on them, and that's why we say, hey, this is a team sport, When they start cluing in on a couple other players, then we need other people to come alive. And we saw that today with our two outsides, and Aman and Anna contribute in other ways from the service line, defensively, and so it's a great team win for us in that regard.
Yeah, despite every set kind of was close towards the end, what allowed you guys to close it out without any set went into overtime?
Is that for me, or you want the athletes to answer that?
Coach.
Okay, so what allowed us to close it out? Our serving has been a staple for us all year, and we keep indexing on it, and they did it today. I don't know, Iman had like a run of 4 or 5 at the end of a set, and we never feel out of it. It's like when we're a little bit down, it's like put a server back there, and so we did a great job with that and just hitting the right targets and hitting it hard, so it helps us out. Nice job, Iman.
So Iman and Desiree, I know in today's game you managed to keep the momentum going, whereas in Friday's competition UCLA kind of slowed down offensively after the first set. Talk me through that change.
I think we just learned a lot from Friday's game, and it was definitely an intention for us, like in the following practice, to fix this for this next game. And I think it allowed us to run a lot smoother. Along with what he said, the serving, I think that was like the foundation for us playing like a lot more steady.
Yeah, I second that. I think our preparation mentally, physically, Saturday following our loss just put us in a good place to compete Sunday. We were just ready to bounce back. I think it was a competitive mindset thing, a big switch.
And then for the two of you again, what was sort of your strategy for stopping players like Jordan Wilson, who had a high hitting percentage and low errors today?
I think just focusing on coordination between our block and defense, that's something that we've honed in on, moving as a system and as an organism as opposed to like individuals. So we really emphasize that in our scout, like certain moves on her and how we're going to coordinate that with our defense. So I think that really contributed.
Looking forward, what do you guys think will be most important, and what will you take away to next week's contest?
I think each weekend we just keep building. So today we did great at serving. I think for next week we can keep that and then add improvements in block and defense.
One more question for Coach. On Friday night, Anna and Iman had kind of dominated performances offensively, whereas today Sheridan and Grace had 10 and 11 kills respectively. So can you kind of talk about the options that we have in this team offensively?
Yeah, I think it's something we certainly preach to our team, is like we can win in a lot of areas, and it's tough to beat teams that have balance offensively on the right side, on the left side, through our middles with Des and Anna. And so we're pretty fortunate in that we have that, and at any given night I think we can pull on different chords if they try to clue in and scheme against certain people. It's the trait of a great team, and we're still trying to develop those pieces even more as we go through the season, but we certainly have them, and we're seeing it. We saw that tonight with Sheridan and Grace, who weren't so great on Friday. We're pretty good tonight.
Yeah, Desiree, you had a really effective offensive performance today with 0 errors and a .83 hitting percentage. So can you kind of talk me through how you felt offensively today during the performance?
Yeah, I think for me, confidence is a big part of the offensive game. And I think we played a good match against Arizona the first time, relatively. So I felt like just repeating that same system that I had against them when we played them the first time kind of really helped propel me through that. And just coordinating more with Audrey, I think we were just like firing more today.
833, that's ridiculous. I just saw that number. I didn't even notice that. Good job, Des. Jeez.
I have a question. So with it being LA Volleyball Day and just a ton of girls out there waiting to greet you and you guys being superstars, does that kind of fire you up going off of the win and going out there and just seeing all these little fans that just inspire to be you someday? Talk me through that, like what that feels like when you get to interact with the young kids.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best parts about playing, just that there's so many young girls looking and watching our games, and every time they come out, I think our team is just like excited to perform for them and to just do really cool things so that they get inspired and more people join the sport. So afterwards, after the game, I think a lot of us just enjoy interacting with the girls. They're full of energy, and yeah, it just keeps us motivated.
Yeah, I think it's inspiring too. Like, they inspire us as well. Like, the fact that they hold us in such high esteem is like, makes me want to be a better player even. So I just have gratitude for their support and also recognizing that they contribute to us too.
I love that when I asked the question, your face is because literally right before I come in here, one girl tapped me on the shoulder and she goes, do you know where I can find the players? And I'm like, yeah, here. So very excited, very happy for you guys to win, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun when you're out there with the kids.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
That's a great question. Thank you. Oh.
Yeah, just final question.
Yeah.
What do you like, Coach? What do you take away from this game heading into a set of away games next weekend?
Yeah, I think the overriding feel for me, and I've known this all season, but this team keeps showing us like they're just resilient, you know, and we get knocked in the chin a bit, and you know, that Friday night's loss hurt, you know, like we don't like losing, but we come back, and so I'm just. More than anything, I'm just proud of this group of young women that are just badasses, in my opinion, and are continuing to figure out how badass they are, you know, and so that's really it. And we're going to continue to be badass through the rest of the season. I don't know if you can write that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.